Hi everyone, my name is Marilyn, and yes, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's so weird saying that, given the fact that a person like me who is camera shy, and it feels weird doing this. But I think that's pretty much for any uh, YouTuber or blogger or Instagram influencer who starts out on this journey. At least for most part of them, I guess they do have this awkward feeling. So yeah, here I am. But besides that, yes, here I am. Yeah, so I just wanted to start off this channel, and it's been a really long time that I've been wanting to do this. For some reason, I think a lot of us want to do this, don't we? But we never really take out the time, or we don't really have the confidence to do it, and I've never had it. But yeah, I initially wanted to do this many years back with one of my friends, because I used to watch this channel, these YouTubers called the Korean Englishman, and they were like these two friends, right? They are these two friends who make YouTube videos, and they have such a great time. And I was like, I have this connection with one of my friends called Melissa, and I was like, it would be so much fun. Yeah, it would have actually been really nice, but no, that never came to play. It was all in my mind and all in the talks, and then I was like, maybe we could do it. Then second time this arise, I think, was with Charlie, and we, while we were dating, we ate so much of food from out, in Karachi. I think that's like the most I've eaten in 1 year than I've ever done in many years. Like, if you take like 30 years of my life, and you compare it to this 1 year, I ate pretty much the entire quota of 30 years. Yeah, that much in 1 year. And yeah, so I actually, even one day I told him that, why, if you actually had to record all of these, maybe you could start up a YouTube channel and you would have content for like months and months. But that, yeah, I think that never went through too. It was all in jokes and ha ha he he. But yeah, I decided to just pick up my phone today and do this. And it's something that I've learned over the past over these years, and particularly this past year, is that you just gotta give your all into something that you want. And if you don't know how it's going to turn out. It may not turn out how you want it to be, but yeah, at least you know that you tried. And at least you're the one. No matter if anyone acknowledges or does not acknowledge it, at the end of the day, I think it's you who at least feel that, yeah, you've done your best, regardless of the outcome. And that validation that we keep seeking from others is something that you should be, that you get it from yourself, because that you have, deep down, you have that assurity that what you did was, you gave that 100%. And also, I think it's so important to do something that your heart desires, something that comes from within you, rather than just following the crowd and doing what is just required, or because you need to pay bills, or because you need to have a job, or you need to your parents told you that you had to get an education and all of that. But not saying any of that is bad, but if that is your calling, and if not, then I feel then you're just stuck in this loop of of just doing something on a daily basis that you don't really feel inspired to do. And yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I believe that I've always, if someone has told me to do something that was um, not something that I wanted to do, uh, I yeah, I am rebellious, and I'm not one of those kids who parents tell them to do engineering and they do it, and also they get like really good grades. No, I will most likely do it, but then I won't even get the good grades. Do the bare minimum. I mean, because it does not come in from within me. Um, but yeah, I think something that you do love and you want to do it, you pursue it, it becomes something special, and you're motivated, you're driven to do it. And if you're, even if it's not something that is taken, that the outcome is not as you expected, you still have that driving force within you that pulls you towards working harder towards it and achieving that, even if it may seem really far-fetched. And yeah, so this is why I am here. mm, Honestly, I as you can see the video, the name of the channel, it says life of a ramen addict. Yes, I am a ramen addict, I am a noodle addict, I am a pasta addict. um, I I think if it was possible that I could eat it as soon as I was born, I would have maybe taken up that option. But yeah, if you ever open me up, most likely you will see a lot of pasta, you will see a lot of noodles, and that's like, if I go to see, if like 75% of the food intake that I've had in my body since the past years, since I was a kid, it is noodles. Nothing more than that. And yeah, I think my, not just ramen, I think for me this channel is not just about ramen, it's more than that. It's about my love for food. I love food. I was obese for the longest, or at least half of my life, you can say, more than half of my life. And I was a chubby kid, not knowing how to control my cravings for food. And yeah, I've always, I think that was one of the biggest reasons also that I learned cooking at a very young age. I would always go in the kitchen and help my mom cook. I think maybe you can say, maybe I started off doing that at the age of 5, 6, right? Even though could hardly reach the stove, I would always try to help her, maybe like just stir the food or something. And then I started cooking maybe when I was in class 6. Maybe a few things here and there. Class 5, 6, yeah. When I actually went to the stove and I started doing the real cooking. My first chapati I actually learned when I was in class 6. One of my house helpers, she taught me how to make it, and I actually made it pretty well back then. Now it's not the same story. I don't know. There's something wrong. Maybe it's not the quality of the flour. The carpenter blames its tool, so I will just take that. I will just use that formula right now. But yeah, I used to spend. I think food always gave me solace. It made me feel good. It was my comfort, and even during summer vacations, if you would go to if I look back, I didn't really have much friends that I would be a part of the summer camp or do something interesting. Maybe I would just go for a few picnics here and there, but most of the time that I was at home, I would all I had was to eat. Like, I wouldn't really go playing. I would just, it would be watch TV, put my legs on top of the sofa and eat. That was the norm. and I would I would cook myself. So making, and I would make like bad food, right? Like unhealthy food, aloo parathas and halwas. And it's funny because I cannot actually cook for one person. Like I have an issue within myself. um, I have to like cook for like 10 if I am told to cook for one. And it's taken me really long time. I've heard a lot of crap from a lot of people. My father, my um, my mother would go on and she would be like, "Why do you cook so much? Why can't you just cook enough?" And I cannot. But I think I have slowly, little bit now, because I know that food just gets end up getting wasted and nobody wants to eat it the next day. So I mean, I would eat it, but you can't force everybody else to, right? So I do uh, try to cook in proper portions. But yeah, back then it would be so much, right? Like I would make halwa and then I would give my my house helpers. And if he's in heaven now, may his soul rest in peace. He's eaten a lot of halwas for me. And then feed everybody else for days, and then eventually it would be like so much and we had to throw it out. Very bad. Not good to waste food. But yeah, that's been my journey with food, right? I think it also comes from the fact that my it's something within my genes. I believe my mother's side of the family, they all cook really good food. um, Not just the women but the men, especially the men. In fact, my uncles, my grandfather, like they cook the most amazing food. Even now, be it any events, I say their wives are really lucky because they don't have to do that. I think they don't do that, not to that extent. Shouldn't be saying that, but yeah, they um, it's been a wild journey with food. So it comes from the family, and yeah, we've that is why I am here, to share my love for food. No, I'm not a professional cook. Yes, I do have a professional chef man, man, but yeah, I mean, he's like knows all the professional things. I'm more of a home cook. I didn't come up with recipes without noting them down. I put in garlic, I put in salt, pepper, everything depend on my heart, and like my just the hand that works. It's never teaspoons and spoons. And yeah, so that is how I work. And my food, as I said, like I cannot cook for one person, I cook for 10 people. So it's like you'll see maybe large portions, and it won't be like little portions and nicely plated and everything as such. Like he knows how to plate really well. I mean, if any of you follow him on Instagram, you'll see all those amazing food. um, but yeah, I mean, I've learned quite a bit from him too. I certain if we go grocery shopping together, and there's no, if I don't know a particular vegetable, or I don't know what something is, and then he always he'll be like, "Oh, what is that?" And but yeah, I like to learn about food. I think I'm very open towards that. I like to try out new dishes. I like to try out new recipes, um, as much as I can. Um, but yeah, I like to watch a lot of food videos. And yeah, I usually tend to follow a lot of these these food bloggers and vloggers. So yeah, to get to I tend to get a better idea of what cuisines are beside just Pakistani, or beside just Indian, or beside just Chinese, which I think we've been having all our lives, right? My palate opened up to Korean food. I mean, I never knew what Korean food is until I started watching Korean dramas. So yeah, I mean, and I kind of got obsessed with it. But yeah, so that's my dealings with food. Not professional, but yet I don't think that they're bad. So yeah, I just want it's just going to be authentic food, trying out new things with you. I think I would actually like to do that, though I shouldn't be eating them so much, but I like to try them out at least. I don't really have a proper you know I don't have like it's only going to be a food channel, it's only going to be about noodles, or it's only going to be about just talking about food. But it's mainly my life, right? My life. There's more to my life than just food also. And yeah, I like to talk about topics that are deeper than what then just I like to have deep conversations over certain topics. I like to gain knowledge about certain topics, be it spiritual, be it religion, be it just people, who, how the mind works. I like to gain that kind of knowledge, though I have very little of it, honestly. I think there's so much more that I could learn more. But yeah, I like to dive deeper into them. If you ever look into my personal Instagram page, you'll always see me, not always, but very often see me talking about these topics. And I'm sure a lot of people are like, what is wrong with her? And there is an issue with her, but no, it's not an issue, or it's nothing particular, but I just like focusing on it because I think there's so much to learn. It's as we go about our daily lives, we don't pay attention to these things, but yeah, until it is brought to your knowledge, it takes a lot of learning, it takes a lot of conscious learning to understand these things, right? And so yeah, that is what I want to talk about. I don't know, you'll see a lot of me, a lot of food, a lot of my life, but yeah, also keeping in mind that everything that I post out here is not entirely my life, right? There are a lot of people. Currently I live in Dubai, and people maybe think like, oh, it's so amazing and this and that, and she has it's there's this perception that the Dubai life is amazing, and to some great extent, not all of it is wrong, but in general, I think anybody, you take anyone life, you do not the things that you see on social media are not everything. I think you, me, anyone at all, there are just snippets of our lives, and nobody posts about when they have a fight with their husband, or when they're having mental issues, or I don't know, just their kids are not doing well in school, so many things, right? I mean, you do not post everything, so just to put it out there that it may just seem like a dream life, but it's not always. There's always a story that we all have, that we don't share, or at least a small stories, a small pieces of our life which we don't share, and yeah, I'm as normal as anyone else, or not just me. I mean, I am very, very normal, but even I think, even if you talk about celebrities, their lives we are all humans at the end of the day, and we all face issues to some extent, yeah, some great, some small. Everyone's life, the degree of those troubles may differ, but yeah, we all have those small moments in our life which we don't put it up on social media. And before I started off, I wanted to put this out there because to tell people that, because I believe in real, I don't believe in fake. You'll I mean, no, it's about, yeah, some things are personal, and I think everybody doesn't have to share all those moments, but it doesn't mean that they're not there. Just saying that, no one's life is perfect. It will never be perfect. We weren't born perfect, and I want to be totally authentic. I believe in authentic. I try to not deal with people who I get like fake vibe. Or, I think it's just me who just takes a step back very easily. I like to. That's why I tend to speak on topics that are more taboo. Because I want to make them as real as possible, so that people who can actually connect with it. So yeah, it's this is going to be a mix of a lot of things. Basically, me, who I am as a person, what is my life all about, and try to be as open as possible. That is all that I can say. Yep. If you would, I hope that this can, yeah, so I hope that I can bring about some kind of value, and I'm not just a YouTube channel, just one of the YouTube channels, but also bring some value to anyone who does decide to follow me, or does decide to watch my videos, be it in the smallest way. I'm not here to do big things, but yeah, just small little things I think we all have that we can share, and yeah, I would like to do that. See you. Bye bye.